So everybody, I'm here with Kristen Peavey. She has graciously agreed to help us out with understanding more about SmartPetLove. That's the company that makes Snuggle Puppies. When I posted about this initially, I was really impressed with the results we got. Everybody seems to like Snuggle Puppies and are really happy with them. There are a few people who are interested in learning some more. And we'd love to hear more from you about the company, Kristen, and what you can offer us as breeders. So the table's yours.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me. So our company actually started from a breeder. So I don't know if many of you are familiar with it, but they used to put towels in the dryer and take the towels out and wrap like a alarm clock in it and put it in with the litter, with the mother dogs, things of that nature. And a breeder started it, and she said, this is getting too complicated. I'm worried about, the puppy safety. So she started with the Snuggle Puppy, and we improved it obviously through the years, but that's kind of how it started. And it's really just to help the puppies feel safe and secure when they go home to their parents, their new family members, just to make them feel safe.
That's really interesting. I never knew that it was started by a breeder, but it makes total sense. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And she just couldn't take care of the business anymore, so she decided to sell it, and that's how we took over. And now we make tender tufts, blankets. We make a ton of product.
So tell us a little bit about your other products, and then we can go more into detail into Snuggle Puppies.
Okay, so we offer not only the Snuggle Puppy, but we also offer the starter kit. It does include the Snuggle Puppy in it. It includes, to me, one of the best products that we offer besides the Snuggle Puppies are blankets. Mm-hmm. You can wash them, I'm not even exaggerating, 50, 60, 100 times, and they still remain extremely soft. I use them for my own dogs. And they love it. They won't sleep with any other blankets except our blankets. So, and then
are they kind of a fleece blanket?
Yeah, it's a fleece blanket. Yep. And there's like a little cartoon dog on it. I wish I had, I'm in my house right now and it's upstairs and I can grab it, but, I'm sorry, I'm getting over being sick. So I got quarantined to my house today. So, but the blankets are just phenomenal. If you go on Chewy, you can see that we get really high rated there. And then it also with the starter kit includes a teething aid, which you can submerge in water and fill and freeze. And then it also includes a puppy's first toy. So that's our I would say our second most popular items, the starter kits. And then oh, now I can see me. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm on two different cameras, so so I apologize. Let me see if I can put one down.
Okay. Now I'm looking at your ceiling. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm sorry. Perfect. So we also offer tender tufts. There are extremely durable toys. We offer them. People love them. People eat them up. Puppies enjoy them because we have like super tiny ones made for smaller dogs. I personally like the tiny tufts. They're one of my favorites because it gives a chance for the smaller breeds to be able to play with toys that you can feel safe and comfortable giving them.
That's great. So they'll be good for puppies too.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Awesome. So what is involved in setting up a wholesale account for a breeder?
Okay, so what's involved is you can just fill out a form online. If you just go to www.smartpetlove.com and you go to our Partner with Us form and you just fill it out. It just asks you basic questions. It'll ask you the name of your company, or if you don't have one, you can put your first and last name. You just fill out all the information, and what happens is it'll send over to my email address. And I will take a look at it, see if you have a website or, just to make sure that, we're not getting scammed or something of that nature. So I do a little background work. And then what I do is then I end up sending you an email regarding, we have a portal that you can order directly on there. And So, you know, we normally mark the Snuggle Puppy at retail for $39.95. And for breeders, you guys get them for $19 a piece. So, you know, that's like, you know, 40% or 50%, over 50% savings. But if you buy in bulk, there's even bigger discounts.
Fabulous, fabulous. And I will post the link in the group for anybody who didn't catch that. Okay, and you can just let Kristen know that you saw her in the chat, and you get, I think, what are you able to give them? $20 off their first order?
Yep, and I'll send you a gift card number you can use directly on the portal. If you're not comfortable using the portal, you can always give me a call or send me an email, and I can definitely place the order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really helpful. We do have some people who aren't as comfortable with technology, so that would be great. I'll post your phone number also, if that's okay with you.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about or let us know about?
So we do have a breeder referral program. So I know that a lot of people out there, they have friends that are breeders, they know other people. If you do, you know, reach out to your friends and you let them know, hey, you know, we have a wholesale program, they get the $20 off, and you get $20 when they place their first $100 order.
Okay.
So a lot of people do take advantage of that. I've given thousands of dollars away so far. And people love that program because, you know, everybody talks, you know, everybody knows somebody in the breeder community, and it's a great way to bring people closer together, and also, you know, help out your fellow breeders who maybe are purchasing the Snuggle Puppy at full price, and, you know, you can definitely get a discount, and you can pass the savings along as well.
That's fantastic. Okay. Do you want to open it to questions, or do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah, we can open it to questions.
I'm going to unmute everybody, and if I can figure that out, there it is, unmute all. If you have some background noise, I'm just going to ask that you please mute yourself. So if you're driving or have puppies or kids running around, unless you're talking, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself. But does anybody have any questions while we have Kristen on? Any questions about how to use Snuggle Puppies, or if you want to share something that you do with your Snuggle Puppies that we might not know about, that would be awesome.
Hi, this is Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Karen.
Hey, do you happen to have any examples of what your teething toys and your tender tops look like?
You know, I apologize. I don't. I have a couple of our discontinued tender tufts. I can show you those. They're still made with the same tender tuft technology. But the teething aids I don't have with me. I do apologize. I'm at home right now. And my dogs are much older for the teething toys. So, I mean, we have a couple of teething toys, but our most popular one is our heart-shaped one, and it's just the shape of a heart. And you submerge it in water, and it fills, and you can freeze it. And it's just a phenomenal. It's my favorite one that we've ever offered. We did have our popsicles for a while, but we just decided they were just not something that we would want to, you know, continue selling, because it just wasn't, a lot of puppies were chewing certain pieces off, and we just didn't want them to choke. So we made the conscious decisions to get rid of those. But with our heart teething aid, it's our most popular.
So the heart teething aid, if you submerge it, does it fill with water?
Yes, it does fill. It's a very little amount of water, but it does fill with water. You just submerge it underneath, and you can pop it in the freezer.
So does it leak when it defrosts? Or do you have to empty it?
It has like a suction, which you would squeeze it, and you would submerge it, and then it closes. So
okay.
You squeeze it, and it opens.
And do you do that every time you use it?
Yes. So every single time that you use it, you would submerge it under water.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I can show you a couple of our tender tuft toys, so you can kind of, sorry, you guys can see my house and stuff.
Kristen's been ill, so she's working from home today, and I really appreciate that she was able to make it this week, so thank you.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So this is one of our tender tufts. And okay, I've had this toy probably for almost a year, and my dogs, and you can see it's still brand new. My dogs love this toy. They don't like to chew it. They just like to carry it around in their mouth. I have standard poodles, so you know how they can be very finicky with their toys and their behavior. So, so this is one of them. It's made with that durable. It's got the squeaker in it. And then I have just one more. I mean, this is a discontinued one. You can kind of see them. My dogs chew this, so you can kind of see it's a little dirty. But you know, it's still made with that same tender, tough material. And I mean, it's lasted a long time. And they still enjoy playing with those kinds of toys. I just don't like to give them toys when I'm not home normally. So that's why I don't have a ton of toys. And then I can show you the Snuggle Puppy. I do have the Snuggle Puppy right here. And sorry, I'm holding a phone at the same time, so I'm trying to open it. But you would put bear with me one second. Can you see me still?
Yes.
Okay. You would put the heartbeat right inside, and you would put the key pack in there as well. And then you can close it up. It's a pretty durable, strong Velcro. And the Snuggle Puppy is pretty strong for a plush toy. So if you're afraid the dogs are going to chew or the puppies are going to chew on it, they may nibble it and things of that nature, but it's very strong and durable.
Would you say it's strong enough when you have a litter of 8 and you just have one puppy in there, or do you need multiple puppies in with a litter of 8 in order for them not to destroy the one?
So this is feedback on other breeders that I have gotten. I've gotten, you know, just it kind of depends on the puppies, to be honest. I've had people where they've used it with singleton puppies and it's just worked phenomenal with them. And I've had other people who would, you know, throw in 2, 3 Snuggle Puppies into, you know, a group of 8 or 10 or so. And they really take to them. They're very comfortable with them. They treat them like they're another puppy. They may suckle on them, treat them as a mom sometimes. You know, if you go on our website, you can see tons of pictures of little puppies, you know, snuggling with the Snuggle Puppy, like on top, underneath. We also have on our Facebook page, we post pictures as well. And you can see that it just, and not every puppy is the same. We all know this. We all, you know, been working with puppies a long time. We know that some are going to chew more than others. So I always just say, just watch them, you know, see how they react, see how they act with the Snuggle Puppy. But once they, you know, gravitate and really bond with the Snuggle Puppy, it becomes their lifelong friend. And we have several testimonies to say that they still use their Snuggle Puppy when the dog's 10, 11, 12 years old.
We find the same things. I think for some reason, you know, what's good about the Snuggle Puppy is that the puppies really think of them as another puppy, and you really don't eat your friend, so they tend not to tear them up. And we have, even heavy chewers, their Snuggle Puppies will last well into their second year, you know, past their first year and into their second. There have been times when the Velcro's worn out after about a year or so, and we have sewn it up to make it last longer.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and you know, a lot of people don't know this, but you can also wash the Snuggle Puppy. And that's something that is big for me because I am a clean freak. I constantly clean my dog's toys. They're constantly going in the wash. And one of the benefits is, especially if you have a puppy, you know, if the Snuggle Puppy gets dirty, it just, you know, it's just kind of part of, you know, the job. And with that being said, you can throw it in the wash. Just try not to use any fabric softener because it will damage the Velcro. But, you know, I put it in a normal cycle, but we do recommend, because everybody's washer and dryer is different, just to do it on a gentle dry and a gentle wash. And it'll come out being fluffy and soft. And like the Snuggle Puppy, I've washed a couple of times already. And it looks brand new.
It looks great.
It's still soft.
We have a couple of questions in the chat. The first one is from Megan. She says that her families love the teething heart, but is there a risk with it getting stuck around their mouth? Now, didn't you say that?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Sorry, this is from Megan. She said that her families love the teething heart, but is there a risk with it getting stuck around their mouth? Did you say that was discontinued? Is that the one discontinued?
The Popsicle was the one that is discontinued. The heat teething or the heart teething aid, they can chew pieces off. We do recommend you watch the puppies. There's a hazard with anything, you know, when it comes to latex or things of that nature. So we just try to tell people to watch it, make sure that when you do give the teething aids that the puppies can do pieces off. They're not very big pieces though. So, you know, with the popsicles, they were a little bit bigger pieces, and we were getting people who were more concerned about that. And then we decided to go ahead and scrap the popsicles and just make sure that our products are safe for everybody.
A question from Michelle is, at what age do you put the Snuggle Puppy in with your?
I'm so sorry, I could not hear it.
At what age do you put the Snuggle Puppy in with your litters?
At what age? You can start at any age. So you can start right away. There's not really an age limit. We've had people who have had singleton puppies where they would put their Snuggle Puppy in the day after they were born. So there's no
you
age
gotta
limit.
leave it plugged up.
Okay, whoever's
Take
got
this
the
back
child,
to the table.
if you wouldn't mind muting for us, please. Thank you. Karen, with your hand raised. Karen, did you have a question?
I do. Can you tell us about your shipping rate?
Okay, so we have free shipping in the United States. So if you are in the US, the shipping, if you place an order over 100, it's free shipping. So that's kind of a nice thing because, you know, shipping can always be expensive. And but if you are in Canada, the shipping rates are fair. We do cover a part of the shipping. And it just depends on what size, how many Snuggle Puppies you get, or if you get other, you know, tender tufts and things, you know, depend on the pricing of what the shipping would cost.
Okay, so if you're under 100, do you have a flat rate for shipping, or is it calculated?
So orders have to be over 100. That's just our way to just ensure that we can still offer that free shipping. So when you order, if you do order online in the portal, it won't let you place an order under $100.
Not for wholesale.
Not for wholesale, right?
Not
so
for wholesale. Okay, I've got it.
Yeah, so it's about 6 Snuggle Puppies. It'll be about 100.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Devin Brindis. I'm wondering, maybe you would know just from your feedback with other breeders, or maybe some other breeders that are successfully using and selling the Snuggle Puppies to their puppy buyers. I see a lot of times in videos, and I think it's great, where Snuggle Puppies are integrated in with the puppies while they're still with the breeder. But then what I'm wondering is, are people using the Snuggle Puppies that are in with the litter and using those to sell to their clients? Are they selling them a brand new one? I think about the benefits of the litter scent on the Snuggle Puppy and going with the puppy to its new home. But then do people find that buyers might consider that like kind of a used item? Or if you are using them in your litters and then people don't want to buy them, are people washing them and reusing them? Or kind of, I want to see what that kind of, from purchasing wholesale, what that looks like in the back end for a breeder, from getting from you, using it with the litters, and sending it home with the buyers at retail cost. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. It's a really phenomenal question, actually, because I have so many different breeders that they'll explain the process to me. So I can give you a couple of examples of what they do. We do recommend that you do take the Snuggle Puppy out of the box. We do recommend that you integrate it with the puppies, the mom, so it gets that scent. So that when they take it home and they try to crate train their puppies, it's easy, to have the Snuggle Puppy there to comfort them. So if they're selling, let's just say for an example, they are selling the Snuggle Puppy to the buyer, they'll ask them ahead of time. They'll get that sale, they'll get that order ahead of time, and then they'll go ahead and take it out of the box. Sometimes, I don't know, I can't speak for all breeders, but some breeders, they ship the dogs as well, and they have to take them out of the boxes. So customers, they kind of understand that, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll buy the Snuggle Puppy and then they'll send it to the breeder. And then they'll have you take it out of the box and, put it in with the litter and, with the mother and things of that nature. So, what I would recommend is just explaining that to the customer, just letting them know, hey, I'm going to take it out of the box. I'm going to, make sure that the mother's sent. When I got my poodle, this was many, many years ago, my poodle's 6 right now. So, they did a blanket. and they rubbed a scent on it. So I kind of knew it was going to be used. I kind of knew, you know, that it was going to be dirty, and I had to purchase it myself from them. And so when I got it, I kind of understood that. But the breeder really did a great job explaining that to me. And I really appreciate that. So I would recommend that. Other breeders, what they'll do is they'll just give the Snuggle Puppy part of their package. They'll just raise the price of their puppies $50, $100, and then offer the Snuggle Puppy as saying, like, I'm going to give you the Snuggle Puppy part of your package, kind of thing. So a lot of breeders do a lot of different things, and I hope that answers your question.
No, it really does. And I think the best way is probably for me to just build it into the price of the puppy, and that way it's just like kind of a free bonus, right? But in my back end, of course, I've just my price. I really appreciate it, because I was thinking about this last night. I was like, how am I going to sell them a used dog for $39? But that's not the point of the product. So I appreciate you kind of helping me figure that out. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And you know, the amazing thing is, though, is, you know, as I come to learn, is that when I talk to breeders, and I like to communicate with you guys, I like to know a little bit more about that side of the business, because I'm not a breeder. I don't know, you know, much about the breeding, you know, like programs that they have out there. And a lot of times I feel like you guys get a bad rap, and I don't like it, because I've gotten both of my dogs from breeders. And you know, when you guys explain things to me, it makes sense, you know, but I wouldn't have known if I don't ask too. So with the, you know, with the Snuggle Puppy, the great thing is that a lot of breeders, they're starting to realize I can offer this. And I get a lot of calls from my customers saying, my dogs are not sleeping through the night. What am I going to do? You know, I've been losing 3 nights, 4 nights sleep, you know, and you know, they're at their wits' ends. And some people like even return their dogs because they, you know, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to crate train, things of that nature. So that's what the Snuggle Puppy really does help with. And, you know, honestly, I wouldn't be a salesperson for a company I didn't believe in the product. And I truly love the Snuggle Puppy. I feel like it helps a lot of puppies. I feel like it helps even older dogs if they're scared of fireworks, thunderstorms, things of that nature. It's just a great anxiety tool solution to help out.
That's a great use. I hadn't thought of it for dogs with anxiety. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's why I have one, because my dogs are scared of thunderstorms. You know, they're poodles. So.
Hey, Devin, what I offer families is I tell them that they can get a Snuggle Puppy that's in the box, or if they want, we can give them a Snuggle Puppy that their puppy's already used and used to and scented with the litter. And people tend to choose the puppy that's been in with the puppies already, the Snuggle Puppy that's been in with the puppies.
Hey, G.
Yeah.
It's Janet Mellinger. How are you?
Hey, Janet.
I have, one, I want to share an experience I have, and 2, I have a question for, anyways, so a lot of my buyers are actually getting a Snuggle Puppy, I think, from Amazon, and then they are just shipping me the Snuggle Puppy without the heartbeat, or the, you know, I'm saying, the heart and the warming thing. I rub it over mom and I send it back when the pup ships to them. So they do that and they're real happy with it. My other question is, when I go to the website, is there a place for breeders to sign up?
Yes, and I'll post that link as soon as the chat is done. I'll post the recording of this chat and also the link where you can sign up. Rachel asked the same question about how to be an affiliate. So it's not really an affiliate type thing, but you can, there's a breeder site where you can go on and buy them wholesale. And I will post that link where you can sign up for that.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
And I just want to mention that I know that you mentioned Amazon. And the kind of cool thing about having the Snuggle Puppy and being part of the wholesale program is we never sell it to other people out there for less than $39.95. And what I mean by that is when they advertise it, they might buy it for wholesale, but when they advertise it, they have to advertise it for $39.95. So you'll never run into the issue where, you know, you might be selling it for $39.95 and Amazon might be selling it for $20 or something like that. And then the puppy, you know, owners are going to go, oh, well, it's cheaper on Amazon, so why don't I just purchase it on there? So you're never going to have that issue. And the thing is that you can sell the Snuggle Puppy at whatever price that you want. You just can't advertise it for more than $39 or less than $39.95.
That's good
so
information.
yeah. So some people, they'll just give them, you know, $20 and they'll do it, you know, on the side because they might purchase in bulk or something of that nature. And then they might just sell them for like 20, 25 bucks. So they're making some money off of them, but they're still, you know, cheaper than Amazon or Chewy or PetSmart. So that's kind of the neat thing about the program as well.
And
Okay, cool.
Kelsey would like to know if the other products you talked about are wholesale for breeders, or is it just the Snuggle Puppy?
Yeah, so all the products that we offer are offered for wholesale. So we have the Tender Tufts, the starter kit. That's actually what, you know, it's becoming more and more popular with the breeders. And so that will be about $36.45 a piece. But you do get the Snuggle Puppy, you get a blanket, you get 2 toys, you get 3 heat packs instead of 1. It's kind of I think it's a nicer deal. If you buy 12 or more of them, they drop down to $32.40 a piece.
Oh, wow.
So you can't really beat that. It's really a good price, I think, personally.
And Rachel would like to know what kind of a warranty is available.
So we don't advertise that we have a warranty, but you know, I work with customer service. If somebody were to call me and say the heartbeat doesn't work, there's a hole, you know, my puppy doesn't like it, things of that nature, we will always send a replacement. I've had a customer call me 2 years ago, purchase their Snuggle Puppy and their heartbeat stopped working, and I sent them a free one. So we always honor, you know, our product. If there is a defect or, you know, they don't like the way the fur looks, some people call me about that, and I'll send them a free, you know, plush toy, a plush stuffed animal, or something of that nature, you know, because customer service is one of our strongest suits in our company. So we'll take care of the customer, and we'll take care of you guys as well. So if you have any questions or returns or anything, you can always let me know.
Awesome. Megan says, I sell them with the scent of my litter. My families are obsessed with the idea. We never open the heating pad though. I think some breeds are naturally warmer, and the heating pad isn't as needed, maybe, you know, because the dogs are naturally warm, and the heating pad might make them a little bit hotter. Is there anybody on the chat who uses the heating pad and has good luck with it? Okay. And then Rachel says, I sent mine home with the litter scent, just sold them ahead of time. Fabulous. Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the great thing about the heating pad that a lot of people don't talk about is it only gets up to pet safe temperatures. So the difference between something like that and, let's just say, a hand warmer is a hand warmer normally gets a little bit warmer. It's not as safe to be around pets because it gets a little bit too high of a temperature. So our, you know, formula, you know, is safe for animals. It's great for cats. It's great for dogs. And it's supposed to really mimic just having another warm body next to them. It's a lot of people will use it for the warmth aspect, but a lot of people do use it for more of a comfort aspect.
Do you think it makes a big difference in the comfort? I
think so. I do have people who will continually buy the heat packs, and they love them. And it's actually our top selling thing on Amazon, believe it or not, is the heat packs. People use them. It's a comfort thing. I think sometimes when the puppy gets older, I think it's more of a comfort for the pet owner to have that heat in there so that they know. But if the puppy were to get into it, it's non-toxic, it's safe. So, you know, that's a little bit more information about the heat pack.
Thank you. Sandy says,
how long does it,
go ahead, Karen.
I'm so sorry.
No.
How long does a heat pack last?
So they last for 24 hours. So what you can do, let's say if you want to use it for 12 hours, you can put it back into a Ziploc bag. Oxygen is what activates it. So it'll stop, and then you can take it back out and use it for another 12 hours.
That's interesting. Wow. Sandy says that she notices that the heat source is disposable. Where do you get replacements? And will your company work on a reusable heat source?
Oh, that's a great question. So I actually just was in a product meeting about maybe a month or so ago. And we were talking about bringing out a reusable heat source. So that is something that we're kind of tossing the idea around. We do like the disposable ones just because there is a way that we can, you know, market it as pet safe. With the reusable ones, you know, it's so hard to, so we're really trying to figure out if that's something that, you know, is going to be something that's safe. We're trying to, you know, make sure that the puppies are safe. But you can purchase the heat packs actually wholesale for breeders. And then also if the customer is looking for them, you can purchase them on Amazon, PetSmart.com, Chewy.com, Petco, and they can purchase them there. There's a 3-pack, a 6-pack, and a 12-pack.
And then Megan says she just puts it in their go home gift. So that's great. That's a great way to do it too. There are so many different ways to work with the products, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do we have other questions?
Well, I'm just gonna kind of give my feedback on the sign up process. So I had emailed, I think from a post you had made, G, in one of the groups maybe sometime last year. I had emailed Kristen and got the PDF, order form and catalog. And then I noticed someone in another group shared a screenshot of the online portal. And I was like, oh my God, I need that. Like, I have to have it. And I emailed you and you told me where to go. I signed in and it was like, you know, hours, I think, that I just had the access. And it makes it, I'm an online shopper. So being able to throw the stuff in my cart is just so great because I could just see the total cost. And anyway, it was really easy for anyone that is wondering about that whole process. It was very, very easy for me. And the $20 is nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what's awesome is that we changed the process so much, you know, so in the beginning I was sending out the order form, the price list, the catalog, and things of that nature. And people were just so caught up on the price that they didn't understand. A lot of people weren't asking me the questions like, oh, do I have to buy them in bulk? Do I have to purchase them? You know, 24 for the toys and 32 for, you know, the Snuggle Puppies. And I think it just shut them down when they saw the price, and then they never questioned and never asked me. So now I've been sending the portal because you guys can see all the prices are uploaded directly on the site. And it's just a great tool to use because I'm an online shopper too. And it's, you know, I get a ton of phone calls a day. So if I can't get to you right away when you call, then, you know, you might forget about it. You might, you know, everybody's busy, right? So you can always go on 24/7. You could do it at midnight, 1 in the morning, and it'll send it right over to me in the next day, and I just click it through and we get it shipped. So it's really convenient. And I'm so glad that you were able to use the portal and that you had such a great experience.
And to reiterate, it's a $100 minimum for any wholesale order, correct?
Correct.
You don't have to buy 24 of something or 22 of something. Just spend $100 and that's sufficient.
Correct. Yep. And then we do have our cases of Snuggle Puppies. If you like to buy in bulk, if you buy 32 of them, it brings the price down to $16.90 a piece. So on the portal, when you put that in your cart, it'll reflect in the cart. So you'll see the price go down.
So that's 32. So that's almost $550 to get that discount.
Yep. So it's like $540.80 would be your total for a case of Snuggle Puppies.
Let's see. Any
Quick
other
question, if I may?
Yeah, please go for it.
Since we're talking about bulk and things like that, how is your company equipped with inventory, I guess is what I'd ask, if things kind of blew up and went crazy, which would be wonderful. Is there an abundance of inventory to manage that?
Yes, so that's a great question. Currently we have 40,000 of 3 of our main colors. So we are always bringing in product. We're always constantly, we do a great job being stocked. The only thing that inventory wise that might be a little bit is the starter kits, because they're assembled. Basically there's so many products that go into it and we assemble them at the warehouse. So that'd be the only thing that you could possibly wait on. But with the Snuggle Puppies, we constantly just have a flow of Snuggle Puppies coming in every single month. So like I said, we currently have like 40,000 of 3 of our main colors. And I think maybe, I want to say like 5,000 to 6,000 of the ones that don't sell as much. So we constantly are getting shipments in.
And we have a question from Carolyn. Will you ever allow 8 of each color to make up the 32? So, you have to buy a case in the same color, or can you mix and match colors?
Yes, you have to buy a case in the same color. So I can kind of explain that a little bit to you guys. So when you purchase a case of Snuggle Puppies, our warehouse only has to pick one item. If, let's say, you were to do 20, they pick 20 separate items and they charge us. So they charge us a certain fee for each item that they pick. So when we mark it down to $16.90 a piece, it's only because they have to pick one product. So we're passing that savings that we would have to pay for onto you guys. So that's kind of why that they do the case pack pricing. If it's your first time and you're interested in seeing the colors, I can mix and match 2 or 3 so that you guys can get a feel for it. But that's just like a one-time thing kind of thing. And you'd have to call me directly to order that versus ordering it on the portal.
What are the most popular colors?
Well, that's a good question. Well, biscuit is our most popular color. It's my favorite one too.
Megan said that's her favorite.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. It's this caramely colors.
Let me see again. Show us again.
This one right here.
Okay. So that's the light brown. Is
Yep. I call him our caramel guy. We have our dark brown one. That one used to be our top customer's favorite. But then people started taking pictures with their dogs and they realized it didn't photograph as nice as Biscuit did. Mm-hmm. So I guess then it became popular. I think it's easier to clean. It's just, I think it's beautiful. We have a tri-colored one that's really popular as well. It's called our brown and white, but I call him tri-colored because he's got black ears. He's, brown and he's white in the face. And that one's a really pretty color. If you have dogs that you breed that are mixed colors, that's a really nice one. We have a golden for you golden doodle breeders out there. And then we have the black one, which we did discontinue for a while. We decided to bring it back because a lot of people were very upset with that. So he's cute too. I like the black one.
Quick question. Once an order is placed, how long does it usually take to be delivered?
So we ship out from North Carolina.
Okay.
So it's really not far at all. So once you place the order, it usually ships between 1 or 2 days. Sometimes they get really bad weather out there. They get, terrible storms, hurricanes and things of that nature. So just depending on if something's going on over there, can take up to a week to ship out, but normally it takes about 1 or 2 days till it leaves the warehouse. And it just depends on where you live. And I think at most it takes about 5 business days to get if you live let's say in California or something of that nature.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? All right. I think that's been awesome. Thank you. We got a lot of information today. I very much appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate everybody who showed up to listen to this. Thank you so much. I will post the recording and the link for everybody. And I'll post Kristen's contact information. So if you have more questions or think of something later on, you can contact her. And that's it. Thank you, everybody, so much. And we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Dee, for putting it together.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Bye.